The Boxer Cat and the Boxing Gym. Prologue. The Captive Arena. In the dark underground coliseum, the air was thick with cheers and shouts, mingling with the sounds of clashing fists and spilled blood. Ortega, the fighter cat, was a legendary undefeated champion of the ring. But his place in the arena was not by choice. The Coliseum's master, a mysterious figure known as the Shadow Promoter, had imprisoned Ortega, forcing him to fight. Believing in the words, "Winners earn their freedom," Ortega kept winning match after match. Yet, a question lingered in his mind: is fighting all there is to life? Doubt slowly began to grow within him. Chapter 1. Planning the Escape. One day, in the fighter's locker room, Ortega quietly began crafting his escape plan. He wanted to end his life as a mere tool of the arena and regain his freedom. The key to his escape lay in exploiting the weaknesses of the guards who patrolled the ringside. The Coliseum was heavily monitored, but Ortega's years of experience in the arena had taught him to notice moments when vigilance waned, such as the guards' shift changes. "My fists aren't just for fighting. They're my ticket to freedom." A firm resolve took root in his heart. Chapter 2. The Final Battle. On the night of his escape, Ortega stepped into the ring for what he knew would be his last match. His opponent was the Shadow Promoter's strongest champion, said to be nearly impossible to defeat. However, Ortega planned to use this match as a distraction, drawing the audience's attention while creating an opportunity to slip past the guards. After a brutal and grueling battle, Ortega delivered a decisive blow, defeating his opponent. At that moment, he turned toward the audience, kicked down an iron gate, and made his escape. "Before they can catch me, I need to get out of here, now." Dashing through the darkness of the underground passages, Ortega finally reached the Coliseum's exit. Chapter 3. To a Wasteland. Having escaped the Coliseum, Ortega found himself in a desolate city. Once thriving, it was now a wasteland, ravaged by war and disaster, with hardly any sign of life. Is this where my journey ends? Exhausted, Ortega sought refuge in one of the derelict buildings. Inside, he discovered a dilapidated boxing gym, complete with an old ring and worn-out training equipment. "My fists aren't just for fighting. Here, I'll create something new." With that thought, Ortega resolved to rebuild the gym, transforming it into a symbol of renewal and purpose. Epilogue. Passing the torch. Years later, the rebuilt boxing gym began to flourish, bringing life back to the once abandoned city. One day, a thin, white kitten arrived at the gym. His name was Max. With a timid yet determined look, Max said, "Please, teach me. I want to use my fists to change myself." Ortega stood silently, then walked to the center of the ring. With a gentle yet firm tone, he said, "Fists aren't just for fighting. They're for protecting. I'll teach you what that means." Sunlight streamed through the gym's windows, illuminating Ortega's broad back. Watching him, Max's eyes sparkled with newfound hope.